This is probably the hardest video that I do. Tomorrow, September 29th, it will be 5 years since my dog Heathrow passed away. He was just a shade under 8 years old when he died. And I miss him. So that's why I do this video every year, on the day or the day before or the day after he passed away. He was a fun dog to be around. Had a sense of humor. I remember one time I was walking through our living room, and I was doing so rather quietly, and Heathrow didn't know that I was there, and it kind of spooked him a little bit. Well, that night, at about 3:45 in the morning, Heathrow comes over to my bed, gets about a centimeter away from my ear, and goes, "Oh!" at the top of his lungs, like beagles normally do. I was pretty well asleep, so I just about jumped out of my skin when he howled. It was that far from my ear. It was almost like he was saying, "I'll teach you to sneak up behind me and scare me." There was another time when he created a diversion. In my mom's and dad's dying days, I was taking care of them. And I just got done serving Mom dinner. Went out to the store and I got her one of these roast beef roll-ups. And it was roast beef and tomatoes and mayonnaise and peppers, all rolled up like this, in like a thing that was a little bit like pita bread. Mom loved those sandwiches. I did too. Apparently, so did Heathrow. So what happened was I had already fed her. I was in the kitchen. I was making my own dinner. And then I see Heathrow very quietly walk out into the dining room. And then he started to howl at the top of his lungs like there was somebody passing by the living room window. And I happened to catch this right away. And I'm thinking, like, I better go get him before he eats her roast beef roll-up. So I walk into the living room. It's too late. He's got the whole roast beef roll-up in his mouth. And she's looking at him kind of bewildered, like, "Why are you stealing my dinner?" And here, there was absolutely nothing in front of the house out the picture window. So I determined that what Heathrow did was figured that he would create a diversion. In other words, make me think that he was barking at something that was walking by the house. And that's not what he was doing at all. He had his eyes on the roast beef roll-up, and he wanted it. And he got it, too. I had to go out to the store and buy her another one. But now I can sit back and I can laugh about it. And there was other times, too, when he always knew where I hid his doggy treats. You know, not the toys that he plays with, but the like little treats that he would eat, like dog biscuits and stuff. And they were always up on a real high shelf up here. And I remember there were many times when he would kind of go like moving his head toward the shelf where he knew the treats were. It was almost like he was saying, yeah, go up there and get me a biscuit. He was a good dog. October the 31st, 2000 to September the 29th, 2008 was the span of his life. Yeah, one other thing too. When I took him to the vet, had to put him in a crate because otherwise he would want to drive. Can't have a dog driving your car. And he absolutely hated going to the vet because every time he went there, he left them a present on their tile floor. I will not go into detail about that. So rest in peace, buddy. Rest in peace, Heathrow. And